So it's 5th November around 6:45 p.m. Uh, I haven't been putting so much videos or daily videos, and I'm not even shooting daily videos. The last video maybe I have shooted before 2 weeks, and I'm not even consistent into my work, into my videos. I wanted to confess that I'm becoming so serious procrastinator. I have become a serious procrastinator. I have an examination after 8 days, but I need to ask these questions to me. I need to ask, where the hell am I going? Where the hell will I go? What the hell am I doing? And what do I want to be? These are the serious questions that I must have to ask. I will must have to ask. Otherwise, I will lose my identity. It's not I will lose my identity, but you will not build up a strong identity. Like uh, you want a freedom, and you are just you are not doing that, breaking the cages or transcending the limits, and you are not doing that. Even you are doing worse than that. You are making more cages around you. This is happening. So I will have to ask myself what kind of path am I choosing? What kind of achievement do I want? And why do I want? I do have a lot of tasks. It's like have to study for the examination. I want to code. I want to build up my communication skill. I want to build up my English speaking skill. And as I was putting the daily videos, my English was becoming more and more better. Was becoming was becoming more and more better. Uh, so you need to ask yourself. It's not around. You do think that world revolves around you. The problems revolving around. Problems are only you are having problems. No, world do not even consider that you do exist. And why do they consider? Because you haven't done anything better for the world. You are not doing anything. You do not have a like big. You're not Virat Kohli. You're not let's say Acharya Prashant. You're not a Shweta Gangwar. You haven't done a lot like a strong world changing or people mindset changing or whatever kind of thing. You are not. You have not dominated, or you have not like you haven't served world. This is the better word. You haven't served world properly or as much. So why the hell do they even consider you? You are cheaty against all of this. Your problems does not care. It's like cheaty ke problem. You do not care. Exactly like that. Your problems, no one cares. And until and unless you do not. So if you wanna just, do you want to break this all of these cages? Do you want to transcend all these limits? Do you want to be free from the fear? You want freedom? You want liberation? एक रास्ता है, as Acharya Prashant says, as Shwetab says, आत्मा की सुनो, सेल्फ की सुनो. As Ryan Holiday says, situations are not in your hand, but uh, you are in your hand, and you must be in your and you must be in your head. So you need to ask yourself. You need to change yourself. There is a lot of pain. You know Tyler Durden. We have talked a lot about him. You know the Fight Club philosophy. You know Shweta. You know Prakhar or whatever. They are just YouTubers, or they are just doing their work. They are not more than that. It's a very short period of time, and it's your choice, and it's you are choosing. Who the hell are you going to be, and why the hell are you going to be? You need to ask these questions. You need to first choose the right action. What is right action? Dharma is the right action, as the theory of Bhagavad Gita or theory of karma says. Uh, Dharma. What is dharma? Mustness. Do you have any sort of mustness? Do you have serious mustness? Not just get the hell out of, like, just uh, what should I say? Uh, just shitty. Just don't care about shitty marks. Leave the stupid marks. Do you have some any sort of mustness of big, of making yourself more and more better? There are a lot of people who are working, and there are so many people who are not working, and they are kicking the ass because of not choosing the right path or choosing the right action. So instead of that, take a pain right now and become better, or help yourself out. Help yourself out of this situation. So it's a right choice. It's a decision. What matters? What type of chunav, or as Acharya ji says, what type of choice do you make? You're watching a lot of Acharya Prashant nowadays, but after all, it's all about applying those rules, applying those teachings. Are you applying them? This is the most important question. Applying is important. Ran already, there are a lot of motivational speaker, or there are a lot of true thinker, a lot of super intellectual personalities. What are you? Just a knowledge gainer, or self betterment, or who the hell? What is your identity? Can you make your identity? Have you made your identity? Can you like be strongly like, can you stand strongly in the some social situations, like social gatherings, or on stage performances, or whatever that is? Have you made yourself that better? Where does that go? Exams are just one aspect of life. They pass on. You are definitely going to pass on. But have you just, why don't you like have made yourself a habit? Why haven't you made a habit of working 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day, 12 hours a day? Yeah, but yes, they will help you a lot. But do you really want? And why you really want? Why you need that? It's the question. Why we need that? So that in future, if there is any situation when I need to work harder, or I need to focus more, I can easily do, because I know my potential already, because I have done that all previously. True. So what else? Today I talked about a lot of self help, because I do need self help, and I know there is a solution in myself. Distractions are always there. It's who you choose. It's all what matters is choice. चुनाव सही होना चाहिए. चुनाव मैटर करता है. Why are you afraid even? Why, as Acharya ji says, you are afraid of the things that are not yours. You are afraid of your mobile phone, your ornaments, your clothes, your house, your car, because these are not yours. Someone can steal that, and you are afraid of that. You have fear of that, of losing something. But there is something in you. There is something located in between. There is something already within you that no one can steal it. No one can steal it. It's just that you have to find that. It is already there, but you have just forgotten. You just have forget that. You have forgotten that, maybe. So you need to find that. Rational thinking, intellectual thinking, practice हो रही है, self betterment. Even why the hell do you want self betterment? Why the hell do you want self betterment? Why do you want self betterment? Is there any answer? Let's just answer this question right now. Why do you want self betterment? To get freedom? To, like, self betterment will put myself 5 steps ahead of what am I right now, and I can dominate, or I can handle some unnecessary situations. There are which I do not know may come and will come. There will come unnecessary situations, and if you are not prepared, you cannot handle that. Make yourself super bloody terrible. What else? So yeah, this is the answer. I want self betterment, to be liberated, or to get freedom from the my fear, my instincts. I want to achieve something that no one can steal me, that no one can steal, and that can be only gathered by putting an effort, by getting a pay, right? Uh, yeah, what else to speak on? There is this World Cup going on. How did Virat Kohli plays? He has made himself so much better. If you see Virat Kohli in 2011 and you see Virat Kohli in 2022, 11 years of gap. See how the hell he has made. This is the self betterment. Because of like situations like this, he has made himself so much strong, so much strong. It's not resilience. The amount of resilience that Virat Kohli has is incredible. He has made himself so super bloody strong. You want to be strong, you need to work hard. And who the hell did say that you are here just to enjoy? No, that's not true. You're not here to enjoy. You're not here to get pleasures. Nature says, nature giving you pleasure and all that jazz, it's already given to you, but you're not the animal, you're not a nature. You're other than that. You can use your mind, you can use your intellect, you can choose, you have this power of choice, you have freedom of choice. You are not your nature. You are more better than nature, but you just need to take a right step. You just need to choose a right path. And what kind of path do you want? A path of distraction, or a path of a self betterment? And how do you do the self betterment? By putting up a distraction and making yourself just doing the work, whatever work that you want to do. Hmm. So you ask a question. No issues. The past days are gone. Do not worry about it. They are not in your hand. Okay, हो गया so हो गया. We got joy and we got pleasures and all that jazz. Today, this moment is in your hand. This this should be the right choice. आज में जीना है. Yes, of course you are doing all of this to get somewhere or to strengthen yourself so that you can break all of these cages. You need to ask yourself, what is the right choice? What is the right choice? You need to ask yourself. You know the word self. And self just want other than this nature thing. It just want to be more and more better. It wants to be liberated. Always wants to be liberated. You can ask yourself. Anyone can ask himself, herself. You always want to be liberated. Liberation is the ultimate path that your existence is all about. Liberation, freedom from fear, freedom from five senses, indriya, as we say in Hindi. I do not know if we say in English. You need to make yourself more better. You need to make yourself more and more better. So self-help it's not just about hustle and hustle and hustle and hustle. Choose smartly. You know what do you want. It's just that there are some distractions that are becoming more dominant on your choices, not yourself. Yourself never will be corrupted by this distraction. It's your ego, maybe, or it's your man which is getting distracted by all of these distractions. Whatever that may be, mobile phone, that may be hormonal changes and all of that jazz. Yourself will not get corrupt. Your mind can be corrupt. Your mind can be get corrupted. Okay, your mind can be get corrupted. Yourself do not want to be corrupted. Yourself. You choose. Yourself choose. Yourself want the freedom. It does not want to be in this cage of nature, this cage of distraction. It does not want. Just forget all of the people who you want to be. If you do not solve your problem, no one will ever be, and no one will be. No one have the strength to solve your problem if you do not want to. The most or the biggest fall against our choices are our own man. We own our own nature, our own prakriti. So you are not here to get pleasures and pleasures and pleasures. You are not a pashu. You are not an animal. You gotta have to work hard. You gotta have to work hard. You gotta have to work hard. There is no end. You should work hard. There is no end that you will stop and just your work done. No, constant work is needed. There is no end of that. You are constantly getting liberated. You are getting liberation, and there is no any point that I got liberation. Liberation in itself is liberated. Our liberation is in this moment, and liberation is by the choice what you make. What type of choice do you make? What yourself ask, whatever type of question, ask yourself. use as yourself as a compass, or use your fear as a compass, as we say. Fear and self are totally different, but ask yourself what yourself want. Follow that. Just there is so much creep has been, lot of creep has been happen. But do not do that. Now you have a choice. Now you have a clarification. Ask yourself what yourself want. What yourself want to do right now. I want to finish at least 40 minutes of video, and I will do that. Okay, I will do that. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be really hard. You do not have words to do. You will have to ask yourself. Simple as that. Simple but not easy. As um Del Carnegie says, or someone else said. Simple but not easy. I don't remember. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. I think this is the solution. Not other than that. Ask yourself what yourself want. Do not ask your money. Do not ask your mood. Mood कभी नहीं करेगा. वो तो एक जिद्दी, as Swetab says, it's like some जिद्दी girl that तुम कितना भी मना लो उसे, that is not going to change. It's you yourself have a power to change. Make yourself your driver. Make your Sarthi yourself. Self. What does self want? You got to practice. What my self want? I will do whatever. Like, I will do the things that my self wants. You just have to practice and practice and practice and practice. No, there is no this all burnout and all that are just creep. All that are just bullshit. You just have to work hard. Remember, your ancestor Bhagat Singh, Kabir Ji, Buddha, Mahavir, what do? They fight and they follow the path of their self. Like, you want to be you want to be intellectually strong, right? So what will some intellectual person will do? What type of choice he will make in this situation? Ask yourself what an intellectual person will do. Do that. Then and then you choose and you act accordingly. That defines your intellect. No one can say that this is intellect and you are 1% intellect or you are 2% intellect. It's your choices, it's your application defines how intellectual you are. So choose, like think what an intellectual person will think, will choose in this situation. What Ramji will choose, like what Shri Krishna will choose if he would be in situation. It's like what Buddha, what Mahavir, what Guru Nanak will choose if he is in this type of situation. Yeah, we can say that, or there is all of this creep like marks and education and study and all of that jazz. Maybe all that maybe just creep for them, right? But at least you are in this situation. If you can't, there is the whole life. Just finish all of this. Abhi nahi to kabhi. If you are not using your teenage years to your self betterment, then when will you do? What will be the right choice of it? फिर तो व्यर्थ हो गई, फिर तो यूं ही व्यर्थ हो गई जवानी, as Acharya ji says. Smart intellectually सोचो, intellectually just दिखावा नहीं होता. Intellectually choices लेनी पड़ती है. Decision making. It's all about decision making. Actually. So yeah, the clarification is so much needed. I don't know. There is a lot of crap in it. There is so much crap in this conversation. But choose wisely. इंटेलेक्चुअली शो ऑफ नहीं होता, इंटेलेक्चुअली एक्ट करना पड़ता है, इंटेलेक्चुअली एक्ट करना पड़ता है. दिस इज थिंग दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. Know what yourself want to do in this moment. Know what yourself want to do. If it does not want to use mobile phone, just get the hell out of there. Just put that in the dustbin. Put that into the dustbin. I'm not ashamed of my English or Indian accent. I am my Indian accent. I don't just have to pretend like I'm an American. I'm a pseudo-American. I just don't have to ask. I just don't have to pretend that. Liberation. Clarification. Remember that. Remember one thing. Self को एज अ कंपास यूज करो. What yourself want to do. Make your choices wisely. How one intellectual person will choice into this situation, will do in this situation. Follow that path. Yourself is very much intellectual, but until and unless you just act, बस क्या ही फायदा if it is intellectual and if it does not use intellect into the right work. What will be the right use of this water bottle if I not use it as a water, like as a container of water? What else would I do with this water bottle? This is made for the sake of keeping the water or keeping the liquid into it, right? So I'm using this intellect. This is it's not intellectual, it's a common sense. It's in a common sense that I'm using this to keep some liquid. If I'm not using it, what is the purpose of it? What is the purpose of getting this with me? Is it like that? What is the purpose of using yourself? Like, what is the purpose of yourself? If it is intellectual, you're not using it. You're not using its intellect for the sake of betterment, your betterment, for the sake of the betterment of world. Right. What else should we talk about? It's 28 minutes and I'm definitely going to continue till 40 minutes. I just like to talk about the self-help, all that shit. But I do not like to. Again, remember, it's not you do not like to. Your mind do not like to. Yourself do want to. Like, it's not about liking or disliking. It's about dharma. You must have to do. It's about like, it's just exactly like you do not like to breathe, or you just like to breathe. It's your kartavya. Otherwise you're gonna die. Okay. What is the use of this nose if I do not use it for you for the breathing? Smartly. Let me take some topics. Okay. We can take some topics and speak on them. Let's talk about Jordan Peterson. Okay. 10 sentences on Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson is a Canadian psychologist. I don't know from which university, but he has written this book, this famous book called 12 Rules of Life, 12 More Rules of Life. I don't know what the books is. I haven't read his books. Second sentence. He's a very much intellectual. He has pushed himself towards harsh thing, like so-called harsh thing, but it is not a harsh thing. It's a hard for your mind, like for resistance. Like your mind is your mind perceives as it's a hard thing or it's a painful. No, it's not painful. It's a necessary. It's a dharma. He has followed his dharma, and he is following his dharma. I don't know if he's selling some courses or not, but he's like the way he shares his knowledge using his intellectual. He uses his intellect for the sake of for the sake of betterment of people. It's nice. I like his ideas. Okay, it's a second sentence. What is the third sentence? It's like there is this one idea that Jordan talks about, that if you want to stop procrastination or you want to start working, at least start with your desk, like working desk. Just 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Just spare some time to clean your desk. Like after that, build the habit of cleaning your desk. After that, just you build a habit. You build a one type of mindset that uh, you will develop some sort of habit of taking some sort of step. This is the idea of Jordan. Life. Start with cleaning your desk. After that, just I think this. Okay, what would be the fourth sentence? Let's just talk for 5 sentences. Okay. Okay, I'm having his essay writing guide and all that shit, but his starting knowledge is very wise until unless you do not apply them. It is not any use. It is not of any use. You know that this is a bottle. Yes, I know this is a bottle. Yes, I know this is a bottle. Hello, this is a bottle. Sorry, this is not a bottle. This is the bottle. Okay, I know this is a bottle. Then what? Okay, we all know this is the bottle. If I do not use this bottle, this is not. It is no help of me. It will not do any sort of help to me. So yeah, like application is so much important. Use yourself as a compass. Start application. Start applying. Start applying. Start applying. Choose wisely. Choose intellectually. You should not go to the intellectual masturbation, mental masturbation. Just don't waste it all of this shit. You don't have clear mindset. Yourself already has a mindset. Yourself do know what to do. You just gonna act. You're just gonna act. It's just that. Let's just talk some random topics. Okay. Do children learn quickly than adults? Interesting. Do children learn quickly than adults? Okay. Give me some time. I will go. Okay. Do children learn quickly than adults? Mm, recently, I was watching the video of a child. Uh, recently, I was watching a video of a child on the Twitter. Like at night, he was wanting to get out of his bed, and the bed was very higher, like compared to his height. So get if he directly gets out of the bed, he just falls as he thinks. It was not as much higher, but you can see in the camera, and it is not too much higher. But the child thinks that it would be so risky. So what does he do? He take a cushions and then make a steps, and he just goes down by he just goes he just lefts the bed by using these cushions. And for the sake of your knowledge, he's just like maybe 1 year old, maybe maximum 2 years, I do not know. But like he's a very small child. It's a child, it's not a teenager or not 5 year or 6 year or 7 year old children child. It's a baby, you can say it's a baby. So this I was thinking that humans have a lot of things already. Humans do have already a lot of so many things given by the nature itself. Like how the hell that small baby can use so much? How the hell he can choose so wise decision? So it's a very interesting thing, and he chose very wisely. Okay, to get the out of the bed. This was the second. So this kept me in the thinking that children do have a lot of. I will do agree that children have a lot of grasping power. There has been several studies that this the initial 5 years are very much important for a child of how will he become in his rest of his life, the rest of its life, and that defines like these are the basis of his of structuring of these are the most basic structure of his intellect, of his identity. Like whatever he grabs, he becomes like that. He quickly becomes that. He quickly becomes that. He quickly becomes that. He quickly grasps that. Whatever you will do, whatever you will give him, it will grasp that, learn that very quickly. Does not require a lot of time. Um, so yeah, I do think that children learn quickly than adults. Because if you consider first, let's just take an age of till the age of 25. Uh, they are just called teenagers. This till the age of 25, human mind is still making his decisions, still like developing is still started. He has not just became so rigid personality, some so rigid mind. He can change if he want to. Like you just have to put effort, and that's another thing. But he just have to. He can change himself till the age of 25, as much as I think. So um, after that, it starts becoming so hard to change your thinking process, to change your identity. Sorry, yeah, to change your identity. I don't know. I haven't I do not know. I haven't faced the after age 25. I'm still 20. Uh, so yeah, I think, and the first 10 years or 15 years are so much necessary for a child of how will he become, how will she become in the future years. Like these are the basis of his personality. He can change, yes, he can. If he want to change, if she want to change, he can change. He can change, still change. There is a thing that do children quickly than adults. Yes, I would really agree. Because of this reason, they do have this new hormones, new power, new upcoming power. They can change. So they do learn quickly, and they can learn quickly than adults. That is for sure. What is the other thing that I would like to say? Adults do have so much rigidity in their behavior. If you see, they are not so much. I'm talking about the majority. They are not so much uh, in a flow state, like they're not so much open of changing their ideas. They just want to believe whatever they have believed from their past, whatever they have believed from their environment. So they just do not change themselves. And it's not just about they do not want to change their nature or their age, or because they have lived a lot. Like they have spent, which, like, let's just say you want to say just some sort of belief of some adult age of 40, it will be so much hard. Yes, he can change, but it will be lot so much hard because he has spent 40 bloody years with that sort of ideology or belief. And he just, if he want to, it will be so much hard. Like that identity or that belief has become so much strengthened, has become so much rigid in his mind. It will be so hard and so much effortful to break that type of belief. So that, so even they, if they want to be, they cannot do because of the harshness of their beliefs, because of the amount of time their beliefs has been they have spent with their beliefs or ideas or any type of identity, with their identity, with their environment. So yeah, it will be really hard for an adult to change himself or change herself compared to children. Children can change. Children can change itself easily. You can like shape what type of ident what type of ideology you want to build up in the child, in your child. If you want to make it vegan or if you want to make it non-vegetarian, it's just an example. If you want to make him a cricketer or if you want to make him a psychologist, so it just depends on their intellect, and they can change their intellect. So yeah, this would be the reason. It's not, yeah, so their hormone, their mindset and their neurons and their ideologies are not that much rigid. They can be broken with less efforts compared to the adults. So yeah, children do learn very much quickly than adults. What will be the sixth sentence? What will be the sixth sentence? I'm having just a 5 bloody sentence. कुछ भी बोल दे, कुछ भी बोल दे. Just finish this left, just another 5 sentences. Okay. For the sake of knowledge, I'm not opening this answers of this thing. It's just popping open there. What will be another thing? If you see, children have a. If you have seen a lot of videos, children do have. Like they can quickly grasp whatever thing that comes around. They can just quickly analyze all of this thing and all of that. They can change themselves according to the situation. They can, if they want to, if they have will to do, if they want to do. That is most necessary. If they want to do, right choice. So yeah, they can do that. Okay, what other than that? Children, adults cannot do that. It's not just about that children can do much better than adults and adults cannot do. Adults do have a lot of power. They do have a lot of experience. They have this. What is upper hand with adults is they have experience, a lot of experience. So it's adults. It's after all, it's adults who just develops their child, who just develop children. So it's not just about that the children just do. The children, only children can grasp all of that, and adult cannot do, and all the jazz. What else? I don't know. Should we open the solution? Let's just take that. But yeah, so see this. What do I say? I do not have a word. This challenges your intellectual identity. How much can you think intellectually? How much can you think rationally? How much points can you make in the debate? this makes you so much. So yeah, small children learn quickly as grasping power is high in young age. Okay, grasping power is very much high in young age. No social responsibility, no concrete value. Concentric, no concentrate well. Okay, so concentrate well. Okay, no social responsibility, so concentrate well. Very nice argument. We can add this into our argument that they do not have so much responsibilities. They just all the majority of the child get basic whatever basic needs a human requires. They do get easily because of the parents. So do not have burden. Majority, I'm talking about the majority. They do not have burden to just of burden of responsibilities. They are not having um like any sort of tension. They just can quickly grasp. They have enough time that they can um, grasp accordingly whatever they want, according to whatever they want. Their only aim is studies. Oh my gosh, their only aim is studies. Maybe in modern, if you see in modern era, their only aim is studies. They want all they have gotten, all they have got to do. Let's say responsibility, responsefully, or all of the responsibility do they have is studies. Their only aim is studies. So yeah, they can and just as the modern competition of modern examinations are like they because of the modern examination they just develop themselves as or they just strengthen or just they just become so much competitive or so much creative in that situation. Like they start thinking because of lot of work they do put to pass on the such examination or that jazz, get motivation to learn from parents, or sometimes parents even pressurize, curious to learn new things, especially of their interest. Yeah, children are very curious to learn few things, unknowingly or unknowingly for sure. Unknowingly, they are so much curious to learn something. Yes, there is something interesting. They just wanna quickly want to know what is that. I want that. This I want some need is very much higher in children. Uh, yeah, this I want thing is very much higher in the children. So curious to learn few things. So curiosity, if you do generally, if you genuinely do have some curiosity, you're gonna bloody want, whatever type of knowledge you want, especially of their interest. If they, yeah, very sure. Many times, environment includes learning altitude. Adults are trapped in the family or social life. True, cannot concentrate completely on learning something new. Truly, generally they have to be self-motivated as hardly any encouragement is given by others. Uh, as hardly as any encouragement. If there is really a desire, a person can learn at any age. True, truly, extremely right. If you do have any urge, it does not depend on your age. You do have will. If you do want to, if you do really want to follow yourself, can learn anything at any age. You can learn anything at any age. True. Should we take another topic? Let's just take topic and just finish 10 sentences this time. Okay. Finish 10 sentences this time. Should women be allowed to join armed forces? Helping the just do not waste time. Okay, overpopulation, reasons and consequences. It's a very interesting topic. Overpopulation, reasons and consequences. If you see, I'm reading this book called Factfulness. They do says that yes, it talks about a lot of the things that we do think that are worse, but they are not worse. Even they are so much better from if you compare them to the last ages or past ages. Um, so if you see that yes, there is a highest population the human being or humankind has ever gone across since since ages for sure. So it's around 8 billion population, and the UN is uh, thinking that UN is concluding analyzing, or what do we say, predicting. Okay, UN, United Nations, or UNO, what do we, United Nations or whatever that is, I do not know. So the UN predicts that the human population will go to 11 billion until the 2050, or I don't know. So it will maximum go to 2011, sorry, 11 people, 11 billion people, and just it will stop that. It will it will be flat, but it will be just slowly get down. So it's not, yes, it is true that there are a lot of people, there are the most people have ever, there are most people have ever been on this planet Earth than the past few ages. Uh, so yeah, what was is overpopulation reasons and consequences? Overpopulation. What is the reason of overpopulation? If you see, since past, in the if you see in the years before 1950s, people used to have at least 5 to 6 children, and still there was a so much less population than today. What is the reason? The reason is medicine. They used to have these children so that any one or two or three can survive, so that their vansh, what do we call vanshing, their parenthood can be continued, or okay, their parenthood can be continued maybe. So if you see, there was very less medicine uh, before 1950. So because of that, if a couple having 4 to 5 children, 3 to 4 will be die because of polio or so many diseases, because child do grab diseases very fast. So because of that, there was a very low population, but because of due to the medicine, the children started surviving more, and all of children started surviving more. So people but there was still a one problem that people had, was poverty. So they didn't, so they was not able to feed their children, and because of that they could die and all that thing. So they started declining the amount of children they will be having. Like, they decreased to 4 to 3 to 2. So after 1950s or 1960s, all of the children started surviving. If you do have 3 to 4 children, max, mm, at least 3 will survive. There was a chance, because due to the medicine, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So the children started surviving, and because of the medicine, they started living more and more. So it's not that there are so many children uh, in this world, it's so many adults in this world. Out of the 8 billion population, there are only 2 billions of children. there are only 2 billions who are children, uh, like till the age of 15. Okay, who are till the age of 0 to 15. There are only 2 billion population that is been dominated by children. The other 6 billions are bigger than that. And so yeah, it's because of medication. So they getting started surviving more and more, and this uh, reason, or this uh, consequent, or this concluded into the higher, this concluded into the higher population. So yeah, because of the medicine, the overpopulation or the population started increasing and increasing and increasing. So, and after this, people people are preferring, in the last few decades they are preferring less children, 2 children, maximum 3. They are preferring, and in this decade they are preferring only one child. So children, the population of children is getting declined. It's not just that there are so many children, people are producing so many children, um, but so it's just that because of medication, adults started growing, adults started surviving more and more. Hmm. So yeah, so this is the reason of overpopulation. Majority is adults, not children. Consequences is that overpopulation, due to overpopulation, maybe it's a the major bad consequence is that global warming. Because of this, so much people, they are just they just want to consume. And because of that, forest started burning. Because of that, ice started melting. Because of that, internet and all of that shit, there is a lot of chaos going on because of the population. But there are so much good things also happening. I don't know, because of population, but people started surviving. The main basic reason of overpopulation is the medication. So yeah, consequences. What is a good consequence of overpopulation? Uh, because of overpopulation, maybe a lot of people started, like, there was so much um, new showed, or what new discoveries happened because of population. What kind of argument is this? Or such? Let's just see on what do they talk about. Okay, reasons. Religious belief of a community. Okay, interesting. There was also the religious beliefs going on in between, before, in the 90s, that you should at least have 4 or 5 children and all of that shit. Because of that, also there was a lot of children, or they were having a lot of children. It's another thing that they did not survive more, and only 3 or 2 of them survived and all of that shit. But this was the situation. Desire to have boy child. Okay, interesting. No government control on family planning. No government control. Okay, no government control on family. Okay, they now they started that only this child, this much of children should be. But they are saying that we are not only China. I think China was uh, controlling that you should only have this much of children. Ban on abortion. Okay, ban on abortion. Decreased infant mortality rate. Okay, as we talked about, increased lifespan, increase in aged population, increased immunity, and ways to fight diseases. Decrease in death due to the fatal diseases. Consequences: saturation of opportunities. Okay, increased poverty and unemployment, more demand, less supply. Okay, more congestion, more waste production. Oh, true, nice. More population resulting in an increase in global warming. Okay, as we talked about, lack of food due to sacrifice of agricultural land, more exploitation of nature resources, deforestation, wildlife in danger. True, these are the bad consequences of overpopulation. And I think we have talked a lot today. It's 1 hour. And it's just that it's challenging your ideas, it's challenging your ability to talk. So I think I'm stopping today. We'll meet tomorrow for sure. I'm going to do this for sure. Do not forget, follow yourself. Yourself has intellect. Yourself is intellectual. It's it's about using that intellect, using that intellectualism. It's about applying. So follow the self, please. Stay hard. See you tomorrow.